Dobson Industrial, we are a industrial and commercial contractor. We've been in business since 1947, all in Bay City. We specialize in the fabrication of structural miscellaneous steel. We install machinery, we remove machinery. We also provide specialized transportation of heavy machinery. Well, prior to Cogent, we didn't have a lot of policies and procedures and in place on how we operated every day or how we operated every month. Sales wasn't something that we went out and looked for. We kind of sat back and waited for the sales to come to us. We really didn't know when we were going to make money. We kind of just, when we closed the year out in December, we hoped that there was going to be a profit at the end of the year. And so we had a lot of issues that were affecting our performance. We kind of just were flying by the seat of our pants a little bit. Brett came in and met with my partner and I, and he explained the Cogent process and asked us a lot of questions. We knew that we had to do something. During the discovery phase, a gentleman that was here from Cogent, his name is Merlin, and Merlin is, he's an animal. That guy really, he did about 5 or 6 days worth of work in like 3 days. He stripped us down to the studs. He went through all our numbers, all our processes, all our procedures, or what we had in procedures. The one thing that really struck me hard and actually made me sick to my stomach, literally, he called it, I'm gonna compare you to you. Here's how you've been performing, but here's how your best performance has been in all these line items on your financial statement. And when he did that, and we looked at the bottom line of the money that we should be making and we're not, it was ridiculous. Day one, when Jim came on, met with myself, my partner, and our office manager. We're the 3 officers of the company, and we sat down and Jim had put together a project plan. And it was, several pages. We had a lot of, based on Merlin's findings, we had a lot of issues to go over. It was all laid out. We went through page by page of what we were going to do, what the process was going to be like, and everything was very documented, very well explained, and it really put us at ease. We knew that it was going to be a pleasurable experience to go through. Jim put in a 12-week cash flow management system. It puts on a nice spreadsheet, all the money we have in the bank, the money we anticipate that's coming in, money that we plan on going out as far as payroll and payables and that. So we really put in a good cash flow management system that first week. Most of our projects, we have to submit a bid, and what Jim did was put in a bid check sheet. It analyzes our indirect overhead, our direct overhead, which we weren't tracking before. And it really gave us an outstanding analysis of, here's what our bid was, here's what our bid gross margin is, and what our net profit is anticipated to be, compared to what it actually is going to be based on our costs. And that's something we weren't doing. We didn't know what our true cost of running a job or running the business day to day was. So that really opened our eyes. We worked through and developed a new organizational chart. We put one together that is looking ahead a little bit, because we're planning on growing our company in sales and profitability. We set up an organizational structure that will, obviously it's going to be in place to support that growth. When we grow to the company that we want to be, we realize that we have 4 new positions that we currently don't have. We're in the process now of interviewing and hiring somebody for one of those positions that we need. Cogent helped us with finding the applicant that we're considering hiring right now. And Jim helped out with the interview process. He actually interviewed the candidate first, just to make sure that it was somebody that would fit in with our organization. And going forward, the other 3 positions that we need to fill, I'm sure that we'll use the resources of Cogent with their vast knowledge and their vast database of resources. They should be able to help us find the people that we need. So these guys have been on my side of the desk. They've had to figure out how to make payroll, how they're gonna pay their payables. They have that experience. They're not just an analyst that has a Harvard MBA degree. They're gonna come in here and tell you how to make $1 million. Well, these guys have put in the blood, sweat, and tears before they joined Cogent. So that really says a lot about Cogent's operations.